Okay, so I wanted to tell you about an idea that is wrong, for many comments that I have gotten, that people think that you can live in my country with 1 ounce of silver per month, which is, not correct at all. And I'm going to explain to you several things that will help you understand a little bit better, not only the situation with silver, but maybe even with other assets like gold or Bitcoin or whatever. So here we go. Before I answer or I tell you my perspective, I wanted to remind you that down below is my email, so that if you want to help me or support the channel, you can send an Amazon gift card, because I'm trying to go to the United States so that I can fix my problem with my US account, because I have to be there to change the address and stuff, and it's becoming complicated to get there. So anyway, while I do that, I wanted to explain to you those two things so that you can get a better perspective on this. Number one, right now, there are two statistics or things that you might consider. And one is the poverty line. If you make less than $1 per day, you are in extreme poverty line. Okay? So an ounce of silver right now is worth about $25. If you sell it, you might get $20, And oh hell, if you sell it, to a reseller or something like that, they might give you $15. So that is the price of the silver. You can get $15. It might be $25, or you're never going to get the $25. So let's say that, for average, you get $20. So that makes poverty line, that makes $20 for 30 days, which is less than $1 a day. So basically, if you're thinking that you are going to live with $20, you are delusional, because that is under the extreme poverty line. So unless you are telling me that you want to live like homeless and you want to live, out of, eating out of the trash and stuff, then you might be fine. But other than that, oh hell no. So the second part is the part in which you are comparing the $20 with the actual salary in my country. So you are comparing with the word salary. Here's the deal. Salary comes from the word salt, and if you add salt to a water, you won't see it, okay? You might be able to taste it, but you won't see it. Yeah, that's how you're going to be, kind of like a metaphor or a comparison on how you're going to look. Because quite frankly, here right now, we have hyperinflation and we have high inflation, okay? When we used to have high inflation, it was quite bad as well. So anyway, here's the point. When you have hyperinflation or inflation, salary is meaningless, okay? So here is the point. Let me explain this to you. Try to imagine that you are making right now, let's say that you're making $20, for the whole month. And let's say that going to take a bus, okay, will cost you $3 one way. So if you're going to go 2 ways, you have to spend $6. So if you have to take 4 buses to go to the job and come back, because you have to take 2 to go, 2 to come back, that is $12 out of the 20 that you have just for taking the bus 1 day to work. Yeah, so I'm wondering, how the hell do you make it? Yeah, kind of like that. So let me explain this again. The salary in my country right now is the equivalent of $2. So if you are comparing the $20 with the $2 of the salary, oh, you are basing the wrong, their own data or their own math or their own problem, schematics of the thing, because you are thinking that things are just as cheap as the salary is, and it's not. So the salary is about $2. For doctors and nurses and stuff, it's about $2 or $3 per month. So of course most people are like, yeah, if the salary there is 2 months, then I will go with 1 month of silver, which is 20. That's 10 months salary. I can live with that. Oh hell no! Here's the deal. About services in my country. Services in my country are so freaking cheap. Oh crap! I do mean cheap. Like 4 years ago, we didn't have any problems with the gas, okay? 4 years ago. And 4 years ago, if you were going to fill up your car with gas, that gas for your entire car was going to cost you probably 5 cents. I'm not joking. 5 cents of a dollar for the whole gasoline. Yes, that's very cheap, right? Yeah. So things like that are very, very cheap. But here's the problem. That cost, was subsidized by the government or whatever, and now it's no longer. So now you have to make a line for getting the gas, and you have to be limited to 120 liters per month for a person and stuff like that. And then there is no gas, and now gasoline can be sold in a black market if you can buy it, and it will cost you, a lot of money. So those $20 of yours are going to be spent probably in just gas for, go out. And here's another deal for expenses in my country. For example, if you are going to pay for service data in the cell phone, it's going to probably cost you $5 to $10. And I do mean the expensive one. Okay, because a cheap one might cost you, $3. So yeah, it's cheap. Okay, so other things like water or electricity, depends upon where you are. If you are in a neighborhood which is kind of like controlled by a certain mafia or whatever, water is free. Yeah, and electricity, yeah, also free. If you pay it, it might cost you, maybe $10, $20, not a lot of money. Because services in my country, like I said, they are cheap. They have always, since I was born, services in my country has been very, very, very cheap, okay? Oh hell, if you go out and buy a Coke, that Coke is going to cost you more than, you paying the gas bill or whatever. Hell, if I ask for a propane tank, the one that has 100 pounds of propane gas, that one will cost around $3. Yeah, but you need to make online, and it will be here. You ask for it today, hell, you can get it probably next month, or in 3 months, or 7 months, or next week, or for all you can get it tomorrow, but you will never know, because it all depends upon where are you in the line, and it would all depend upon the community organization. And now you have to go to the community and the neighbors and stuff like that to try to get it. You can't just call the company and get it. So basically, if you want to get it tomorrow, oh hell, then you gotta spend the $20 completely for that thing. So in the black market or whatever. So services are quite cheap. You can get that with the $20. But here is the deal. Other things that are imported, like products. Oh hell, those. You can't get those. You will probably need 10, maybe 20% more of whatever the hell that thing cost in the US. So in the US, let's say that you can get a tire, I don't know, for $20. Here it might cost you $35, maybe $50. And you're like, how the hell are you supposed to change a tire if you're making $2 a month and you have to change a tire that will cost you $50? Yeah. And if you want to pay insurance, Oh, hell no. There is no insurance. I don't know. I mean, insurance companies here, I know that they are many, but quite frankly, they won't cover anything big, and they won't pay you a lot of things, and then you have to be kind of like, because they're saying, hey, we will pay you reasonable expenses for your disease, and if we do not consider reasonable that the clinic that you chose is, $2,000 per day, we are paying only $100 per day. You have to come up with the other $1,900. Yeah, like that. So you are like, yeah, $1,900, and I am making $2 a month. How the hell do I do that? Yeah. So that is the problem about you thinking that you are going to live with, an ounce of silver for a whole month. The fact that you are considered that based upon the salary. The salary is zero. Compare that to another thing, whatever the hell you do not compare it to the salary. Stop it. Just compare it to something else. And then you're like, okay. So basically, then you're like, okay, don't worry, I'm going to leave, So, number one, forget about the fact that, the price exchange or whatever. If you have, gold, silver, Bitcoin, or whatever, and you are thinking, yeah, I can just go and I won't need US dollars or whatever, I won't need money because I'm going to live out of that. Yeah, good luck with that, because it is something that I'm going to tell you. It took nearly 6 months to figure this out, and in your country it might be even worse. It might never happen, because it depends upon politicians, and that is taxes. And you're like, what the hell does taxes have to do with the fact that I want to buy things in silver and in gold and stuff like that? Yeah. Here's the deal. There are I'm going to explain to you right now that in hard times you can have 3 types of markets. So there is the legal one, like you go into the store. Okay, the legal market, meaning the one that pays taxes, the one that does everything, and the one that most people will go to because it's the one that is safer. Okay. Then there is the informal that may or may not pay taxes. So it's kind of like a white market, because they might have things that you can't get in the legal market because of whatever reasons, like regulations. Like when in the US you had to make a line and they were limiting the toilet paper to 2 per customer and stuff like that. And then you were like, yeah, I can't buy 2, I need 20. So you went to your neighbor, in Facebook groups and stuff, and then you bought it from them. So that is an informal thing. This informal market is going to probably cost you anything from 3 to 20 times the same price that was going to be in the legal market. You're like, oh hell, I'm not paying that. Oh hell, yeah you are. Most people are. Because here's the deal. If you have to make the trip 25 times to the store to get the thing that you need, because they are only limited to 1, you can't get 1. So you have to go outside, you have to come back the next day to 1, and then the next day 1, and then the next day 1, to get it to 25. Oh hell. But then somebody comes to you and say, hey, I will sell you the other 24. Just give me, if you were paying $10 for 1, now you give me $35 for 1. And you're like, right, because who the hell wants to come back to the freaking store 24 times more to get the same thing? So if you have the money, you will pay it, because time is money, and you do not want to spend time with the car going out again, and you doing all these things to try to get the thing. Oh hell. So a lot of people will stock up on things, and a lot of people will just be like, oh, I have that in my house, I never used it, so I'm going to sell it now. Yeah. So this one is kind of white, meaning that it's not illegal, but they don't pay taxes, they are making money out of you, and it is kind of between somebody that you may know. So it is not like it is an illegal market. But now you have the illegal market, which is the black market, which is the laundry market. This one is some people will pay this market with metals and with Bitcoin and stuff like that, because it is not regulated at all and stuff like that. Now, so here's the deal. We are not going to touch this one because obviously, You're going to try to sell the silver, or you're going to try to pay with silver, whatever the hell you are looking for. So you are going to go to this one. They might take it. They might take your gold or your silver or your Bitcoin because they are not paying taxes, because it's a lot of money, because, you know, they don't have to declare it. They can make even a trade in here, you know. But here, if you're thinking, yeah, I'm going to pay with, you know, Amazon or Walmart or I don't know, whatever store you're looking for, Publix, Target, whatever. Yeah, I'm going to go there and pay with, you know, the silver thing because, you know, that's going to be like the thing. Yeah. Sorry about that. That will be the same of, try to imagine a farmer going with chickens to Walmart and say, hey, this is worth money, so you are taking it. Yeah. It's kind of like the same thing. No, you're like, no, hell no. And I'm like, yeah, hell it is, because here is the deal. You are paying with an asset that is not money. I don't care if you're thinking silver is money or whatever. Here's the deal. These people, legal, meaning the store, they are required by law to declare the amount of money that they are charging per the products, and they are taxing you, and they have to pay taxes upon their store and upon a lot of other things, and they cannot declare income that is different from the same coin that they are declaring taxes into. This is illegal. In every single country, I don't care if you live in the Himalayas or in China or in Japan, in the US, in my country, whatever the hell. All countries have tax laws. And all of them declare that you have to pay taxes in the local currency or money. Or maybe, just maybe, you can pay it you know, in a tradable currency, You cannot pay taxes in Bitcoin because no government will recognize that there is a Bitcoin. No money will take that, okay? So no government will take that. And here's the deal. This legal market is regulated by the government. This informal market is regulated by people, okay? People that will just, you know, kind of like charge you whatever the hell they want, and that's it. And the illegal market is also regulated by people. They are going to be telling you, hey, I'm taking Bitcoin, I'm taking this or whatever, and they are going to be the ones determining the price of certain things, like gold, silver, metal, or whatever. Here, these people, they probably do not know how the hell to trade in silver or gold. I mean, come on, these are people that are trying to make money out of an opportunity. They are trying to sell you toilet paper because there is a shortage and they're going to make money out of that. They do not know anything about dealing with gold or silver. See what I mean? In the legal market, that one, you might have people that will know how the hell to handle transactions in silver and gold and all of that. And the reason for that is because they kind of have that already set up, but these people do not. It's like you trying to go to your neighbor, you know, and your neighbor just saying, hey, I have toilet paper, do you want it? Yeah. And you're like, yeah, I'm going to give you silver for it. And then the neighbor is like, yeah, I'm sorry, you know, because they don't know. Here, it will take time to people to get to know how the hell do you recognize gold? How the hell do you recognize silver? How the hell do you recognize the fake jewelry, the fake, you know, emeralds, the fake diamonds and stuff like that? How the hell do you do that? Now, here, you might be able to settle transactions with Bitcoin and stuff like that, because these people might know. But if people in this one do not know how the hell to recognize legit things, like I said, you know, legit emeralds and things like that, they might get scammed. And if they get scammed, it's going to be a problem. And then, this whole thing can turn into another set of illegals that, will be quite bad, because, it's just counterfeiting. So I'm mentioning that because these people are going to try to be like that, and they can't. So they will make a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot. And I do mean a lot of counterfeits to go through here. And you will end up having to go to here. It doesn't matter if you have to make the line, because you will have a lot of things that are counterfeited, including things that are made out of gold, silver, or, transactions that are made in Bitcoin or whatever, because, transactions that are made on the internet and stuff. When you're dealing, for example, you and your neighbor, all your neighbor has to do is pay by the phone, right? And you're like, yeah. So the systems might be slow. So all they have to do is send you a picture of saying, hey, I already sent you the money, here's the picture. Yeah, and that picture is going to be counterfeited. Like they will edit it. And they will send you the picture, and then you're like, yeah. So you will never get the same amount of money that they're saying that they sent and stuff like that. And that market is going to teach this market how to do counterfeiting and how to do a lot of things. And this is going to influence the fact that you cannot get anything done in silver or gold or whatever unless they are certain that they are dealing with legit things. And that can take time. You have to teach people how the hell to recognize real silver, real gold, real diamonds, and how the hell to recognize transactions that are not fake or not edited between bitcoins and other things that you have no idea how the hell to do that. And hell, your neighbor might be, a 50-year-old guy who have never touched a computer, so he doesn't know exactly how to transfer money with Bitcoin and other things. So that is going to become a very, very, very bad situation. But coming to this point, if you're thinking, yes, I'm going to go to the store, yeah, like I said, because here's the deal. Let's say that you have to take tomorrow a statement saying that you have to pay $100 in taxes. Okay. So you did your paperwork, your account, or whatever, and then you're like, I'm going to declare that I am paying $100 in taxes. Okay. So here's the deal. Instead of the $100 in taxes, now somebody paid you with silver. Yeah. So my question is, you have 24 hours to turn that silver into money. If that silver ended up being cheaper than you bought it, or that you exchange it for, you are going to still pay exactly $100 of taxes. And now you cannot declare that loss. So for example, let's say that for those $100 you like I said, you were 20 per ounce, so you have 5 ounces. Okay? But now that you're going to sell that, those 5 ounces, people are not giving you $10. People are giving you, 10. So instead of $100, you have 50. How the hell do you declare that loss? And the opposite might be true. Let's say that instead of 20, now they're paying you 25, and now you have $125. You make money out of this transaction. So your taxes cannot be $100 because you just gained $25 from this transaction. This is going to become like the accountant's nightmare or dream come true, because accountants, oh my god, this is going to become like a legal battle. You will have accountants coming all over the place, because if you have a currency that nobody wants to deal with, like yours, because you have hyperinflation or whatever, then people are going to try to say to the government, hey, I cannot deal with this currency. I have to deal with something else because otherwise I will lose the products. How the hell do you want me to consider this thing? And then this is going to be like, okay, so we have to have like an exchange rate that can be determined daily, and it's going to take two times a day the transaction. So at 9 a.m. the silver will be costing this much, and then at 1 p.m. it will cost this much, and from that you're going to take it like that every single day, which will be like an accountant's, oh my god, oh crap. And this is why most people were like, yeah, I have US dollars, can you take them? Can I buy here? And in the stores they were like, no, sorry. So you're like, but I have no bolivares, what the hell? And they were like, I'm sorry, but I can't pay taxes in US dollars, and so I can't take the US dollars. So it will be the same with silver. If you're thinking that you're going to go to a store, they're going to tell, hey, I'm sorry, but my taxes and my accountant is going to go crazy because how the hell do I declare things in silver? Or how the hell do I declare Bitcoin if the government will not take freaking Bitcoin? Because the government is going to be like, yeah, that thing is not, backed up by any kind of government and any kind of agency or whatever. So that is worthless. For the government, that is non-existent. Same will be with silver. They will be like, yeah, how much are you supposed to charge for that? Or how much did you charge? Or hell, you might be in trouble because they're going to say, hey, we set up the price for silver and it was 25 and you received it at 20, so it is your fault that you're at loss. And then they're going to, say to you that you were stealing from your clients and stuff, and oh crap. So no. So most people will be like, yes, I'm going to go to this market because, we did a lot of the time. We were like, yeah, I have dollars, I need to buy, because we were getting kind of like money from Western Union, but we don't have Western Union or anything like that, but sort of like that. But, a lot of people went abroad, so they were sending money back to their families, and they had the money cash. They wanted to go to this place, but we couldn't. For 6 months, it took them, the stores and everything, 6 months to figure out a way for the accountants to try to make it work. And even then, we still have hundreds of problems because each store will charge you a different amount for the same US dollar, and then there is a competition because some places will take 400 and other places will take 380 and other places will be 350 and other places will be like, oh no, we are taking the exchange rate for the government's page and stuff like that. So it's a hell of a lot of issues, and it can be done, but like I said, it will take at least several weeks or months to try to figure this one out. So most people will go to this one, and in this one, like I said, because it mixed with that one, because they have the knowledge of this thing, they are going to transfer that knowledge here, and this is going to take a while. This is not like, okay, your neighbor, yeah, I'm going to sell you gold, and your neighbor is like, yeah, how the hell do I know that thing is gold? Yeah, then you have to buy the equipment to test the silver, to taste it, try it, so that you can do the comparison thing. It's going to be a problem because people will need machines, they will need chemicals, they will need a lot of things to make sure that the thing that you're selling is actual silver and not just a weird alloy metal or whatever. Same with gold. And same with Bitcoin, and same with another one. So if you're thinking, yeah, I'm going to buy Bitcoin because it's going to be huge and it's going to go crazy when it goes to Amazon and stuff like that, keep dreaming. Because unless the US government says we are accepting Bitcoins and this is the exchange rate that you can do this for, so that you can do the taxes, then hell no. I'm sorry, but nobody in their right mind will risk their company going bankrupt or going through, huge amount of fines and stuff like that just to take Bitcoins or silver or gold or whatever. They won't. Okay? They don't care if you're losing all of the clients to these people. They won't care. Because I would rather be, okay than being closed down with huge fines and whatever, trying to keep you. You can go here. And if you go here, you have to know that now this one is not white anymore. It will be like that one. And you're like, yeah, but that one is for criminals and stuff. Yeah, but it's not about the fact that they might be criminals or whatever. It's about the fact that they have the knowledge. And your neighbor and your friend and all these people, yeah, they do not. Because these are average people. These are people that are just taking advantage of things. They have no idea what the hell. So when this happens to this one, yeah, that is when, you may say, hey, okay, now we can trade. And these people, when they actually want to grow and they want to become like an enterprise and stuff like that, they will have the same problem as this. Because if you're going to open a company, you will be like, yeah, if I'm opening the company, I have to pay taxes, I have to declare things, I have to do this and I have to do that. So I'm sorry, but we're not taking silver anymore. So what the hell are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? You are not considering the fact that it's not just people backing up things. These people who do not know what the hell you're doing. I mean, you can be, doing this business with silver and gold for I don't know how long. But that is you. But the average person, you can ask around. If you have 10 people that you ask, do you know how to recognize silver? Do you know how to recognize gold? Do you have the thing that you're supposed to scratch so that you will know that the thing is real silver? I bet you most people will say, what? Or they might say, yeah, I have some in my, my grandma's jewelry, whatever, but that's not the point. The point is that they won't know what the hell to do with that because they don't know what the value of that is. You may know. These people, oh hell, they will know. But you and the average, hell no. So transfer knowledge from here to here will take time. And from here to here, yeah, you have this on your way. So unless you are telling me that you can figure out a way in which the law for your taxes in your country changes and your accountant figure out how to manage that system, then sorry, but no sorry. See, you are stuck with this one. And if you're stuck with this one, you have to know that these people will be scammed. There will be so many problems with that trade. And this is why we kind of need, bills, like actual cash. Not even banks. I just mean the cash, like the actual cash that people can rely upon. And even then, you still have people that will counterfeit the bills, So if you're thinking that now the counterfeit of bills is bad, oh hell, wait until this happens with this one. Oh, that's going to be just insane. So if you're thinking about all the gold and tax, silver, or whatever, just consider all the things that I have just mentioned. And like I said, before, I have said this like 100 times, but I will say it again. I am not a financial advisor whatsoever. I'm just telling you from my experience what have happened. I don't know what the tax law is in any country specifically. I don't know how things work in your country. Maybe they do work with, gold and silver. Or maybe you already have like in your government webpage says, hey, this is the exchange for you doing taxes in, silver and gold and Bitcoin and whatever. Oh hell. That is good for you. But meanwhile, the rest of the world is like, yeah, how the hell do you do that? So I just wanted to let you know all of this so that you want to consider these points before you start, thinking that you can do very well with, gold and silver and you are going to make, the best life with that thing or whatever. Yeah, well, now you have some points that you might want to add to your plan or to your logic or to whatever. So thank you for watching.